Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for being here. It'll be a quick collective reading I want to do now. So let's dive into the collective energy. You could be feeling weird. We have a lot of weird aspects happening today. Check out Greek astrology's thing. A lot of quincunxes. Moon has just entered Virgo. Depending on where that is in your chart, could even be this is the first card out. Temperance in the reverse. You could feel a little bit like topsy turvy right now. Maybe even worried, concerned, anxious, concerned about time. Time could be on your mind, but I don't think it needs to be. I feel like this is a false worry or something. This could be like fears, anxieties. Queen of Pentacles. You could be really focused on your money, collective, or this could be just like earth sign energy here. There's something about like it's kind of giving like when your intuition is trying to alert you to things that don't make you happy, but it's kind of giving like when you put on your socks wrong or something when you're young or like a kid when the seams of your clothes kind of touched you in the wrong way. So there could be something that just feels a little bit like weird. Collective messages. Okay, there could be like a new sense of self coming into being as well, like a more empowered version of self. Okay, could be something about your like leadership. Wow, frog. Metamorphosis. Yeah, it's like it feels uncomfortable because you're shedding the skin or you're turning from a tadpole into whatever. So let's go ahead and see. This could be in your career. This card reminds us that change is natural, rebirth is possible, and healing balance can be achieved. If you see some smoke, I'm just lighting some sage to keep us all chilled the hell out. So I've got I got a bunch of little sages in there, little bits of sage. Anyways, change is natural. The crow just cawed 3 times. Rebirth is possible, and 2 more times after that. Interesting. And healing balance can be achieved. Healing balance. Yeah, there's something about healing yourself so you can return to a state of balance. Maybe there's something that your like spirit team or your intuition is signaling for you to look at. The frog developing as it does from a tiny tadpole symbolizes transformation. The lotus as well symbolizes rebirth, unfurling even amid murky waters. So even if like your external circumstances maybe might not be matching you, or you might feel like I heard a great quote recently that said, "It's not the water outside. It's not the water that causes the ship to drown. It's the water that gets inside the ship that causes it to drown." So going through such a change can be difficult or a struggle, so you could be feeling your emotions, but the resulting metamorphosis opens us up to growth, self acceptance, and happiness. I feel like you're developing, or you're like seeing, like sometimes growth is not comfortable, but it's like so needed at the same time. It's kind of like when you're renovating or something. Like, of course, when you're renovating, it's like fucking hell, right? Like everything's everywhere and like shit's a mess, right? Like, so this could be like your emotions, this could be whatever area of your life that you're experiencing changes through. But then when the construction is kind of they push forward and it gets done, and then at the end of the day you have like a brand new kitchen, right? So consider what in your life needs changing and think about the steps you can take to achieve that change. You owe it to yourself to allow your own growth and rebirth. What in your life needs changing? So this could be what you're thinking about right now. Just kind of maybe it feels like it's just like berating you or something because the moon is in Virgo now, so it's like super analytical. It's going to be squaring off with Uranus later on today, so that's very like intense energy. Uranus can rule anxiety disorders. It rules lightning, right? It's fast changes, and in the square, which can be a very dynamic tension point with Virgo, the moon in Virgo now. That's like overthinking, critical, perfectionism mixed in with like fast. I want everything fast and it needs to happen now. And it's like kind of like I'm getting all these downloads and fuck, they're pissing me off. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of weird energy right now. We have a lot of quincunxes. I think the moon went off as quincunx Saturn this morning. So let's see what else actually. Let me just in case you're curious, we'll have the Sun square Jupiter tonight, so that could be a little bit kind of weird, like over kind of feeling energy with Jupiter in Cancer, the Sun in Libra right now. Okay, and of course, check out you got to know your house placements if you want to know this more deeply. Moon quincunx Pluto. So in just a few hours, the Moon is going to square off with Uranus, and very soon, within an hour, the Moon is just quincunxed Neptune. And it's just like weird energy. So, I mean, it's not a bad day for sure. This morning at actually last night, midnight, we had Moon trine Chiron, so that was nice. And things are going to get better, especially tomorrow. It looks like we have some nice aspects, but I feel like I'm a weatherman. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just saying if you're feeling a bit weird, it's okay. Just let it go. Like, let it flow, let it go, go with the flow. So, yeah. It's maybe you just need to get it out. And the Virgo can rule writing or communicating or like letters or journaling that could help you, or just kind of like getting it out. Because I feel like there's almost this like once you get it out, it's not bothering you anymore. So it could be this like uncomfortable change. It's kind of like when you finally need to like let go of something, or you need to like you feel better after you return from what you need to let go of. So what's your advice for the collective? So there's a portal you're walking through as well. Staying strong to your spirit team or your intuition, maybe like pulling away, keeping things private, could be good at this time. I feel like they want you to nurture your emotions. I'm seeing somebody with like an ice cream or something like that. Maybe there's something about treating yourself with something here, treating yourself very kindly. Play more advice, please, for the collective. Think about your emotions. Yeah, think about if this is impacting your stability and what you want long term. You might have to make like a, oh, something just happened around me. Somebody could be coming in hot and heavy, or wants to apologize to you, but I don't know. Eight of Cups here means detach, so I think they want you to detach. They want you to focus on what makes you happy. Maybe you've outgrown this situation. It's kind of giving like somebody's trying to keep you in like a jar or something like that, and you've like outgrown it or something. So yeah, somebody could be sad about this, but like your confidence, Queen of Wands on the top of the deck, it's like you can't even fit in the places that you were before because you've changed. Like your frequency has changed, who you are has changed. Collective. So you could definitely be a Sag. You could be an Aries or a Leo. And I feel like you're already moving through something. There's something like it's like the more you move through it, the stronger you're becoming. It's like you're really leaving behind. It's kind of giving like I'm seeing like a really like a dark field with like a storm going on, but you're like leaving this field. And as you do, or maybe you're traveling or something, there's some kind of distance that's being accrued, like over time, could be like time, space, emotional energy, whatever. But it's like you're moving into more paradise. Like you're moving into paradise. So it's like don't allow anything to keep you back. Is kind of the vibe. So I don't know. I'm feeling this kind of strength. It's like the more you do this, the more farther you get away from this energy. It's like the stronger your energy becomes. And maybe that's why they're freaking out, and that's why they want to come back, and that's why they're telling you not. They're telling you to focus on your personal happiness and continue to move through these portals. So 11, you could be seeing 11 a lot. It says through flame and through song, there will rise a new dawn. So it's like whether through what do they call that, bile, or whether through yoke or bile. I think that's the saying, right? I don't know. Phoenix, wow, on the top, and we have broom in the reverse in the bottom. So maybe you were like, it took time to throw away certain things or mentalities, but let's see what we can get for 11. This could be like an initiatory experience. A strong blaze is needed at this time to burn away doubts, fears, worries you've held within your mind. So allow yourself to fucking crash out. You know what I mean? Like allow yourself to go deep, think about things, freak out, get anxious, and then heal it. Because it's kind of giving like crying. You know, when like if you haven't cried in a long time and you need to cry, there's something about releasing it. That I'm seeing a wolf howling now. It's kind of like howling your truth or like connecting with your spirit team. Fire Festival appears when you're your own worst enemy, when you're the only thing standing in the way of moving towards love, abundance, or joy. So you could be doing this like shadow work, really, or this could be a masculine around you as well. Could be wanted to say a water sign, but in my head I heard Aquarius. So yeah, not only are you blocking blessings, but the weight of your stress and anxiety becomes too much to hold. The weight of stress and anxiety is too much to hold. And this blocks anxiety, right? So not only are you blocking your blessings, but the weight of your stress and anxiety. So you could be needing to like learn how to regulate your nervous system, or better ways of managing that, or new strategies or methods, or maybe like deep breathing, or like calming down, looking at something that inspires you, or looking at comedies, or reading, writing, listening to music, listening to tarot readers tell you about things. Maybe just take some time in reflection, look out the window, go for a walk, whatever. Talk to somebody. Your soul is urging you to get your attention, to let you know you can't go on as you have. So I feel like this is why it's uncomfortable, because it's like you're basically. I feel like I'm seeing somebody put on a suit now. It's kind of like I actually posted an edit on my post tab last night. I think it was the Alien movie, and she in one of the scenes in the edit, she is like slipping into a suit. Yeah, so imagine like she was in this room with this like alien, and he's like coming out, and she like runs away quickly, and like she starts to put on the suit because she's gonna blast him out of the spaceship or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, it's very uncomfortable, but it's like you got to suit up kind of energy. But I see this more as like them putting you in your new body, or you're in your new skin, so you could feel different. Like for whatever collective I'm channeling right now, like you could be feeling like your literal skin is changing. Like you can feel like the way you sense or move about in the world has changed. Like what you're picking up on has changed. What you're creating has changed. I don't know. There's just something about like a new skin energy. So it could feel a little bit weird, right? Because it's like maybe who you used to be and what you used to be aligned with is literally repulsing you now, or it's like literally making you sick, or and what you're aligning to now, it's like it feels correct, but it's new, and so it's kind of like it's different. So for sure, maybe you need to learn this new reality that you're becoming a part of, really. Your worries may be valid, but they are, and don't think that you need to be perfect at this time. There's something about allowing yourself to view it in the perspective of fun and like as like trying things out, experimenting, creating, trying new things. Because it's like, you ever notice that like actors or actresses or singers, whatever, the ones that really have lasting power are the ones that adapt and change. They don't release the same album over and over and expect it to always be 2014, right? Like they're changing. It's like they need to change, right? Like just like, and the ones that lose their crown or we don't hear about any as much anymore, they're like stuck in who they were at their peak, so to speak, because they didn't change beyond that. So maybe there's something about that. Your worries have to be maybe valid, but they're not as bad as they may seem. So especially today, like with the weird aspects going on, do not trust your brain right now, low key. Like you can, but like salt, with a little grain of salt. You're overthinking things, which causes you additional stress. The answer to your situation is a new perspective and a radical shift in beliefs. So keep it simple, keep it fresh, keep it clean, keep it moving. Fire, something about the color pink could also be relevant. Like you could be seeing a lot of pink, or maybe like the sunrise, sunset, pink, like that beautiful kind of on these lotus. It's like beautiful white and pink could be relevant. So maybe wear more pinks, or it's kind of like when new skin, right? Like it's like pink and fresh. It's kind of like after a burning, right? Like if you got burned and new skin grows on top, it's kind of all clean and fresh. It's sensitive. So maybe you've been very hurt in the past. Fire Festival also appears when it might be time to leave your situation. It doesn't have to be pain. It can just be like the purification of fire, right? Sometimes you must salvage what remains, while other times you must burn the bridge and walk away. Okay, very interesting. So it's like, what do you want to do? Because you have a new life anyways ahead of you, it looks like. You're being gifted. Yeah, inner power. You're being gifted something. So let's see. What feels like home to you? Create the idea of home and family within your own life. So this could have changed for you as well, like the way that you like what you thought you wanted, or you could be coming into like new downloads or ideas. You're like, actually, I could have this, or I could be like this, or I could have this partner, or I could have this idea, or I could have this career, or I could live here, or I could do that. You may need to spend more time nourishing relationships or spending time with loved ones. So it's up to you who you consider a loved one, or if you want to spend time with them or not. Or this could be like spirit team members, new spirit team members as well. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, there's two options here. Do you go back to the past and past people and past things, or do you move forward? Because both are going to be weird, it seems like at this time. So it's like, what do you do? We have Phoenix. Summoned, your flesh rises from the ashes and into the expansive flame of your soul. I feel like you need to flip the script. I feel like there's something about a third option, like a third secret option. Like maybe there's an option of like not doing either of these things and going towards something else entirely. That could be the best option, right? The hidden option, the right option. Rebirth. Yeah, this could be in your routine or your health, or Phoenix is the ultimate expression of life, death, and rebirth. She allows self-destruction to take hold, tearing apart the old, so that the new, more enlightened being can take shape. You can see the intelligent process of life, death, and cycle all the time. One season sheds to another, one day drifts into the past, and allows a new one to enter the present. Yeah, so don't feel like you have to live in the past, because it's already dead. The bush loses one brilliant bloom, so a new rose can flourish. Phoenix lights a blaze in your life. You're about to embark on a fresh journey, but before you can welcome the new, you have to be willing to shed the old. Don't consider this process to be a sacrifice. Instead, consider it a trade-in or an upgrade, rather than a loss. For what you receive in return is much improved from what you have now. Even if you're happy with current situation, pulling this card is a sign there's bigger, better things on the horizon. So that could be why you feel this weird energy. Additionally, Phoenix represents a breakthrough or significant change in circumstances. What you've inquired about today is nearly at its end. In this way, Phoenix represents the hope for a new beginning. You may be the lucky receiver of a financial windfall, suddenly find the solution to a long-term problem, or move past troubles in a relationship. Be at peace, for soon all will be well. Beautiful. 18 could be relevant. 9-9. This could be closing out two significant chapters in your life. Maybe you've learned two major lessons right now. There could be something about travel, or two different options, or two. But I feel like there's some kind of deep shadow work and coming into your own power, and maybe expanding in a new way, and maybe even expanding beyond these options. So you never know. Something could have been kept from you as well. I feel like that did not help in some way. I don't know. Maybe it was meant to be kept from you. I'm not sure. But actually, I want to close this reading out because I need to do something. And then I'll get back on here and get her done. If we need more readings, collective messages. Something about your passions, what you're passionate about. So maybe focusing on your happiness today could be really important. That could be your main priority, especially when I always find when transits are crazy, it's good to ground. You have to like really neutralize the energy, honestly. You have to do other things and know that if anything goes wrong today, it's happening to get rid of it's giving it a channel for the energy, right? Like maybe you stub your toe. I don't know. I don't want to wish that on anybody actually, but if it happens, it's like, well, good, because maybe that was like maybe the energy of like a conflict that could have come your way, or danger of some other sort. So I'm seeing Kylie Jenner in my head. I think she's remodeling herself too. I think she just released a video, like a music video collective. I feel like you're like in a waiting room right now, like you're about to be called in or called up, or it's almost kind of like the SNL show or something like that. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like you're about to be welcomed on stage or something. So it's like you're in the back room and you're still kind of like worried or something like that. I don't think you need to be though. They're a money muncher, eating all the bread. So there's could have been somebody in the past. You could have established boundaries. That's funny that flies are here, because I was seeing a fly and I was thinking about a fly, but I didn't understand the message, so I didn't communicate it. Be selective. Light attracts flies, so just make sure that you. I saw you like killing flies. No offense. So if there's something like making sure that you're not attracting them, and at the same time, if they do happen to come and piss you off, murder them is the kind of vibe. But also, this could be like get away from their energy. It doesn't have to be physically. I mean, like if we're talking about people, not flies. Tried to ruin your youth. Yeah. Um, Yeah, and these could be people that wasted your time or just trying to take your time for no reason, right? Like bullies try to strip us of our power, so that's kind of how they were dominating you, right? Like taking your time and energy. Rebuke their energy forever and always. Amen. Reconciling with yourself. I also heard rebuilding. So maybe this person, when they were in your life, it was like a war zone. Like maybe there's like literal, like it's kind of like a city that got bombed. It's like, yeah, so maybe this person was like bombing you with like projections or just hate or like criticisms or something, because I'm seeing like literally you have to like rebuild something or there's some kind of reconstruction. But at the same time, I think in Europe when they were in World War II, when they rebuild, sometimes they're able to build things better or more beautiful again. Not always, of course, they were working with stripped funds maybe, but like there is an opportunity to make something better maybe. Never negotiate with evil people. And they're getting arrested. So they could be getting arrested by the divine. So that could be something you're feeling too, especially if this person is connected or projecting thoughts towards you or something. You could pick up on their energy if you tune into it or something like that. So just be aware of that. You might be picking up on other people's energies that are not yours. I also see you having a lot of support. There's a lot of spirit team members around. You're very heavily supported at this time. So, or you will be. You'll have a lot of supporters coming in. So. All right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.